Hey, fellow peeps or so. This is Dojo, known from memes worldwide. And what do I say now?
You're famous now. It's not my problem anymore.
Shit.
Thank you, Dojo, for having me on your show.
Hey, I'll try this again. Hey, fellow peeps, this is Dojo from the memes. Like and subscribe. And I'm here with my guest, D.Fox. And today we're going to present you the Wild Morning Show.
Yeah.
Was that good?
Yes, dear.
Okay.
Welcome, good morning, revision.
Hey.
Yesterday was, it was wild yesterday already, so it's going to be wild today too.
Super wild. Twice the wild, because twice the time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what happened yesterday, Dojo? What do you remember?
I remember the word I'm not allowed to say. We had a magnificent meteorics show.
We certainly did, yeah.
We had an interesting scene introduction seminar.
Yeah.
After the M word, we had we had the satellite hopping,
Yeah,
where
Sabi again for doing this.
Yeah, thank you so much. Where Sabi took us through all of our satellite. They showed us around, and you could see how people party like it's 2019.
Yeah. Oh God.
And last of all, we had an interesting seminar from WOMP.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
We had an epic shader showdown quarterfinals with very, very interesting and some awesome battles. And we had a great DJ set by
Ghost.
Thank you. We had a great DJ set by Ghost with shader support, and we actually had two DJ sets at the same time. We had Ghost on the main channel, and we had JCO streaming from Under Construction live on the second channel.
Yeah. So, it was a lot of stuff yesterday.
Yes.
The most important thing that you need to know today is, like, in 55 minutes, the deadlines for all Sunday competitions is ending. Is the deadline is ending, or is it arriving?
The time is going to be dead.
Yeah, and then you have the fast and paint over competitions, fast music and paint over. And the deadline is at 4:30.
Yep.
Yeah, 4:30 German time, revision standard time, as people say. But before that, we have so many things today.
We have the entire screen full of stuff.
And that's just for the next 5 minutes that we have to read.
And that's just notes.
Yeah, that's just some notes, yeah. So we have the 5K run is going to start at 12. And it's very important that we are very concerned about your health and well-being and your fitness and everything. So you have to get in gear. Sign up on the Strava page. If you haven't done so already, there should be an info on the screen, so you can sign up and get ready to start running. Have your own beer and schnapps break. We're going to cover the 5K, kind of maybe live, if you send us some pictures or videos or stuff like that, so you can send them to us, and we're going to show it live with cyraxx. And cyraxx is going to join us between 12 and 1 p.m. before the first compo. He's going to walk us through the 5K, and we're going to talk a bit about the technical challenges at revision this year, or generally, yeah. And then Dojo, we have so many compos today.
Holy crap! Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to start with. Is that in temporal order?
Kind of.
Okay. So we'll start with tracked music, Ansieski and Petsky, and the 3D graphics compo. Then we move on to the photo compo, old school music, animation video, and then later we're going to launch into the Amiga intro compo, followed by
That guy.
PC 64K, 256 bytes, And the last compo of today is going to be the old school demo compo.
That is a lot of compos.
Yeah.
And in between, we'll have the Shader Showdown semi-finals and finals, which are going to be like in the early afternoon for the semi-finals and in the afternoon for the finals. In between, I think we have the business forum where you can learn about job opportunities from our sponsors. And yeah, then the music stuff is going to happen today as well.
Oh, yes. We have a top-notch set of DJs lined up for you. We've got Luguber playing a wonderful drum and bass set to you. I think in between compo blocks before Amiga intro, I think. And then late in the night, after the last compo block, we're going to have Mac banging your eardrums with techno, I guess.
Is it not drum and bass?
I thought Mac was... I think he was announced as techno, but I don't really know.
Remember yesterday I said Ghost is going to do techno and you corrected me for drum and bass, and now I'm making the reverse joke, but you're not awake enough.
What?
What? With what now? Yeah, Mac is going to close the... Oh, sorry, you're famous. I forgot about that. Thank you for having me. Yeah, and on the Revision Extras channel, there's going to be a lot of things. We have a seminar, we have a lot of satellite content, we have a reaction with the Schnapspumpe. I'm very interested in what that's going to be. We have Comparate. They're going to have a C64 keyboard assembly competition. That also sounds very interesting.
That sounds very good, yeah. They talked about having at least 10 C64s at the place for that competition.
Okay, that's going to be worth watching, definitely, yeah. Then we have the US Satellite, the Bloop Museum is going to have a tour and then a Q&A. We have a DJ set from NodePond, again at Reaction in the evening. And during Luguber's set, we have the Swiss Satellite in Winter Tour doing the famous Bünzli Demo Days overhead projector competition. So, and you can watch both of those at the same time. You can tune in to Luguber on the main channel, and you can, over our Stream Hub, have a second stream open with the OHP compo, so everything is going to run at the same time.
And the OHP compo, I know from experience, it's magnificent. Don't miss it. There's a lot of great stuff in there.
Exactly. And then there's going to be Compo Studio. It's going to be right over here. We have a separate second set here. And you will see familiar faces like the famous Dojo, Frankie, Luguber, and maybe others. We'll see. We might have some surprise guests today and or tomorrow. So yeah, Compo Studio is going to be done. And we invite all satellites later to join us for the Compo Studio, and we'll see whoever we can get on a call with us so we can talk about what we saw, what we saw today. Yeah. So yeah, wow, we actually managed to go through
we got through
list
it in time.
quite nicely. But what's more important, Dojo, how are you feeling today?
Surprisingly awake.
When did you go to sleep?
I got to bed around 4. Got up about 9. 5 hours of sleep. But I slept like a freaking rock.
Okay, that's good.
And I am surprisingly fresh this morning. How are you doing?
I am surprisingly fresh this morning, I guess. I slept from like 4:30 to 8:30. Because I need to top you, and in your lack of sleep, I need to have less sleep, so I'm more important, obviously.
You totally one-upped me on that.
Yeah, and I will pay dearly for that. No, it's I'm fine. Had some breakfast, and then we came back here. We're trying to fix the coffee machine because Dojo rebooted it, kind of, and now we don't have coffee, which is a horrible disaster.
Yes, it's like. It's bad user interface design.
Yeah.
It said I need cleaning, and I pressed the green check mark to say, yes, I cleaned you. And then it started the cleaning process, and now it's stuck.
Now it's stuck in a Windows 95 interface.
Yes.
With an OK button that doesn't have a label. It's a fantastic machine.
It makes great coffee. I had one so far.
Maybe we can have another one tomorrow.
We'll see.
So
we just have to reboot it, reassemble.
Yeah, and redo the whole building around it. Yeah. But yeah, in a couple of minutes we're going to have the pleasure again to welcome 7 Jam with us here on stage. And they are, Dojoe, you can explain it much better than me.
They have it's essentially a collaborative MIDI based jam session thing. So people join a room on a website, and that room's got a virtual instrument closet. People can hook up their MIDI keyboards, and they can just pick instruments from that virtual instrument closet and start playing. And the site distributes the MIDI data to all participants, so everyone's inputs get played on every computer, so everybody can play together. And you've got plenty of latency problems you need to compensate for while playing, so it's a little tricky to get going, but once you get the hang of it, and once you're in rhythm, and especially if you're experienced musicians and you've done this a couple times before, it works really, really well. And we've had them on last year. They gave us a great jazz concert that was played live via the internet.
I'm very happy to have that again today.
And we had last year, I don't actually know who's going to be playing for us this today, but last year we've had people from the US, from Brazil, I think, from Portugal, from Germany, from Belgium. So we've had people from all over the world playing together on this website. And I should add, the website itself, it's not like a commercial service or anything, but one of the people who are going to play for us today actually made that website 10-4. And it is amazing how much work went into it, and it's a real work of love. It's also really beautiful.
Yeah, and we're going to have 10-4 and Saga Musics with us in a little bit. And so I'm looking forward to this. Last year was amazing.
Oh, I loved it.
And it is, I'm pretty sure we're going to talk about what changed since the last year, if there were any technical difficulties or new features that have been included. So that's going to be very interesting, Then, reiterating, deadline 45 minutes for all the Sunday compos at 4:30 p.m. for fast music and paint over. And and then after, 5K, sign up for the 5K is the most important meal of the day.
45 minutes to get started.
Beer and schnapps break is what you need to get up in the morning. At least I do. So, there's a lot of stuff to do. Dojoe, you still have your slippers on. The slippers
I always have my slippers on.
I think it's okay in the morning show, isn't it? Yeah.
It always is okay. Yeah. We're at home, man.
I woke up like this.
I know.
So, there's also like an interesting tidbit about the first compo we're going to have. This is track music. It's going to be at 1 p.m. And for the first time in the revision history, we had to do a pre-selection because we had too many entries coming in. And I think that is awesome from that perspective. It's obviously sad for the people who didn't make the cut. But I think we talked about this yesterday in the seminar, how the demo scene is dead for decades. But this shows again.
Doesn't seem to be like that.
And this is the 12th year of revision, and we never had to pre-select anything in the track music cover, but now we do. And I think it's a testament to your creativity and to ingenuity and how strong we are as a community. At least that's how it sounds like to me.
And also, I think it's a great sign. Or I love seeing how, even though we have professional audio workstations at our disposal now, everyone can produce MP3 music in whatever way they like. We still have a super active tracked music scene. So I am really happy to see that tracked music is far from being dead.
Yeah, maybe we can also talk to Saga Musics about this, because he is a tracker.
Yep.
I mean, he's a track musician. He's not a tracker.
Well,
in
a way, he's also a tracker.
Yeah.
Because
I heard he has quite a track record.
True. Both in terms of music pieces, as also in terms of tracks, channels.
Yeah, that's the
And
thing we didn't get to see
and
yesterday.
also he's the he's I think one of the 2 or 3 main developers of Modblock, OpenMPT, Open Modblock
OpenMPT,
Tracker.
yeah.
So he's actually also a tracker developer.
Yeah. So he's tracking on all tracks, trading on all tracks. Anyway, I think
I
we're
lost
ready.
track.
I lost track of everything. Yeah, I think we're ready to welcome 7Gem to us, and yeah, let's say hello then.
Hello.
Hello,
Hey.
Saga. How are you doing?
Hello. I'm fine.
Hello.
I hope you don't mind that I reused the teleporter that you had used yesterday to go from Stuttgart to Saarbrücken. I use it to go from
Yeah,
our satellite party to the studio.
that's fine.
Oh,
That's
that's
fine.
good.
We have it for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
Ah, that's good.
Hey, 10-4. It's good to see
Hey.
you again.
Hi,
It's been
I'm
a
sorry.
year, I would say.
I'm like going back and forth between different computers and stuff. I still haven't figured out the
Okay,
audio
sure.
setup for this thing, so my apologies.
No problem. So, yeah, what is going to happen today? What do you have for us? Who is going to play? And yeah, just can you walk us through what we're going to experience soon?
We've got a jam session, an online MIDI-fueled, cheesy, awesome jam session that's going to come to you from our browsers.
What is a jam session, by the way? Can I pretend
That's a good question.
pretend
Well,
I don't know what a jam session is, and I haven't participated ever, which I did. But what happens at a jam session?
Jam session is like improvisation. So you put a bunch of musicians in one place, give them instruments, and you see what comes out of it. Sometimes it's chaos, sometimes there's order, and sometimes it floats in between. In this case, we've got a bunch of synthesizers through this website that I made called 7jam.io. And we're going to just improvise our instruments. We're going to take a bass guitar, we're going to take a drum set, and see what comes out of it.
Okay. How many people are there with you today?
We have right now something like 7 people, I think.
6
7 or
people,
8
I think.
people.
Okay,
That's
There
fitting.
may be people, coming and going as well.
sure. That sounds cool. Yeah, so we can expect something beautiful coming out of chaos. That's what I got from it. And I'm very up for that. Yeah.
We hope so.
Yeah, I guess if you're ready to play, we're here. We can talk a bit more. If you need more time to prepare, that's up to you. Just give us the sign.
We're ready to go anytime. That's the beauty of the jam session, right?
Okay.
Let's
Well,
do
then
it.
I would say let's
Yeah,
dive
let's
right
go.
in and check it out.
Cool.
All right, we are live. Okay, what comes next? Drums? Percussion?
Should we try to go back into the? There we go.
So that was pretty awesome.
Lovely.
Lovely people. That
Yeah,
is
it's
cool.
like every time it like brings me back into jazz cafes, hot
Yeah.
coffee, and it just makes me feel cozy.
Yeah. I mean, we also saw that you redesigned the room. We were
Yeah,
just
Yeah,
looking
we
at
got
it,
some new
trying
artwork.
to identify things. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. We could see they have like a computer in a hot tub stream kind of thing going on. At least that's what we could identify.
And we
Yeah.
found the boing
Yeah.
ball.
We found the boing ball. Yeah,
The Game
Good.
Boy.
Good.
it looks like a very cozy lounge.
Is
Yeah,
that
it's
was
the
that made
artwork
by
is-
MIDI
is-
Man again?
No, this one was made by an artist who lives in Antwerp, and
Oh, cool.
he did a great job actually in placing all these objects and stuff. I mean, over time you get these little memes and funny things, and he put absolutely everything that we could think of and requested. He put in there, so he did a great job.
Yeah, that's very cool. Yeah,
And it
looked
has
very
more of a
cozy.
stage
It's-
feel. Like the one that we played last
Yeah.
year was like a room full of instruments, and
Yeah.
now there's actually like a stage with some lights and stuff. So that's part of it.
Yeah, some couches. I saw a 7-jam vending machine, if that was correct. Oh,
Yes.
yeah, it's an awesome setup. So
really beautiful.
yeah, can you tell us who played with you? Because we are so far from the control screen, we cannot identify all the names. So if you can maybe tell us who's with you currently.
Sure. Well, there's of course Saga Musics, who's in the call here as well. There's me, 10-4. There's a guy called Jazz D, Potsy FDK, Sergio, the world famous. Who Am I, who also helped design and build some of 7-Jam, and a guy called Grand Deluxe.
Nice. Yeah, yeah. I'm just feeling very cozy and relaxed. That this is the morning show we need.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk for like a minute about how it works?
Like from a technical perspective.
Sure. Actually,
Yeah,
maybe
just like-
yeah. If I talk, it's I'll get too much into details. Maybe Saga wants to explain how it works.
I can give it a try. Yeah. I mean, essentially, there is one server that's listening to all the different people that are connected to it. Like in their browser, they connect a MIDI device, and that essentially sends raw MIDI data to the server, and it spreads it to all the other people. So you're not hearing a recording on your end, but it's actually recreating the song note by note in your browser while you are watching us. And, yeah, I think that's the main thing.
So you actually built a bunch of samplers and synthesizers and all into the website in JavaScript.
Exactly, like it's using the
Wow.
standard audio APIs that you get with HTML and JavaScript these days. Like there's some synthesizers actually that are kind of like FM synthesizers, and there are sample-based instruments. So we sampled these from a lot of different synthesizers just to have a really nice variety. Like last year it was still pretty limited, but yeah, we upgraded our instrument closet quite a bit. There's a lot of new interesting instruments to play. Orchestra hits, for example, and
That's a new one.
other nice surprises that you will hear during the jam.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and to be honest,
generally,
most
what-
of the
what-
sounds that you hear are actually from Saga. He's been sampling like crazy, and then there's an SFZ importer that we can put in the website as well.
Okay.
Yeah, and
cool.
I was following along in your 7-Jam Discord over the entire past year, and every week or so, or even more, a new instrument pack dropped into the channel.
That's pretty cool. I mean, what else did change from last year? Did you like have? I remember that it generally must be a challenge to have to deal with the latency from different people around the world, having different speed internet connections and having delays here and there. Has there been? Obviously, it sounded great. So, but that sounds like it's a huge challenge to get that kind of synchronized.
Yeah, I think that's probably the biggest topic
Mm,
when trying to collaborate musically in real time online is that there's latency.
yeah.
Even in a DAW, when the latency is like under 50 milliseconds, there's difficulties in trying to
Mm,
synchronize everything. Here, the latency, just depending on your internet connection, can be like 300 milliseconds, and that's just unworkable. Now,
yeah.
last year we kind of got around this in a clever way. We had Wayfinder was playing a lot of drums, and so he would put
Mm,
a sequencer. He connected a sequencer to 7 Jam basically, and then we kind of queued off of him. And as long as we like
okay.
use headphones and try not to, yeah, just try to listen and use our ears, we can sort of correct that with our brains. It's a bit tricky, but it works. You just kind of get used to it.
Mm,
Mhm.
Since then, we've introduced a sequencer into 7 Jam so that because that was the best tool we found to make sure that everything stays in sync.
okay.
So now every instrument can have like a sequencer on it. You can put things in. Everything is perfectly in sync,
Hmm.
and that's the best way we found to deal with latency so far.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a lot of server-side code then as well, I guess. Or is it all client
It's
side?
it's just a lot of code in general. Actually, I'm even a little bit ashamed at the amount of effort and time I put into this, um, because even something like the sequencer has a lot of implications when trying to do it in a
Mm,
multiplayer setting. I mean, making a multiplayer anything is already a challenge. Making audio synchronized stuff is also a challenge. So to put them together, you
yeah.
run into strange, weird territory that I find myself inventing new things. But that's very demo scene, and one
Yeah,
of the reasons why it's so cool
that's
to
how
bring it here.
innovation works. Yeah. Oh, that is super cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we can tell it's kind of it's a work of love, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I guess can you estimate how many hours or months or years you've spent doing this already?
No, no, and I will start
Uh, th-
shedding some tears actually if I do that.
yeah, yeah. Better not ponder about that. Yeah.
But I will say that it went live as I mean with like no graphical interface at all,
Mm,
January 2021. So it's like a year and 4 months old or so. It's not
mm-hmm.
that old in terms
Hmm.
of time.
Yeah.
Um, but you know how it goes. Like I think it would be cool if you could do this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't have time for that. And then the next weekend, I'm like coding like crazy, and it's done
Yeah,
before I
yeah.
know it.
S-
Hmm.
Somehow you find the time.
And
Yeah.
Right.
there's even something I don't like JavaScript in general, but there is something addictive about things going that quickly. It's very quick
Mm,
to
Hmm.
make
yeah.
big features in a language like JavaScript, and when the browser is
Mm,
providing you an entire API for MIDI and audio.
mm. Yeah, I guess that helps a lot. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. We have about 20 more minutes before we have to announce or get the 5K people running before the deadlines are closing. Did you submit all your entries, Saga and 10.4? Do you have entries?
Or
I hope.
Cool.
I
Yeah.
personally didn't have time to make an entry this year, so I'll
Okay.
be spectating and
Mm.
voting.
this is the
That's
entry.
good. That's good. Yeah. Vote for Saga. I heard. I just got a PayPal transaction from Saga. Told me to say that. Yeah.
Okay.
So are you ready for another piece?
Yeah,
We are.
Cool. So yeah, we'll be just
Then-
sipping our coffee and enjoying it.
Yep.
excellent.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, like great song. Thank you.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Oh, so cozy. I don't want to fall asleep. I want to go to brunch. The jazz brunch at Revision.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been at a jazz cafe in. Oh, there's more.
Thank you. That was cool.
Thank you. I recognized some of that.
Yeah. I guess that was the idea.
You think?
Yeah.
It's all going according to the plan. Or maybe it isn't.
Oh my
Lovely.
goodness.
We don't know.
It doesn't matter though.
Works. No, yeah, it's like, and I think that's actually the beauty of it. We can really tell that this is played completely live, and yeah, it's beautiful. Latency problems notwithstanding, it's absolutely enjoyable to just listen to you guys play and sip one's coffee.
Yeah, if we had one,
Yeah,
if we had
true.
some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
haven't had my
I
coffee
guess
yet today, actually.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
ooh.
Yeah,
You're surprisingly
so
non-grumpy for that.
it's the anticipation.
Yeah, the adrenaline that pumps. Yeah. So I guess you guys are not gonna take part in the 5K this year, or you just start running and playing at the same time.
We are
That's
playing
awesome.
5K notes.
Oh yeah.
You do have a note counter in the. You actually have kind of a leaderboard in the website, don't you?
At least you had last year.
It's I try not. I don't want to like gamify the site too much, but yeah, it does keep track of like how many notes you've played. The thing is that the website is completely anonymous. So like when you join 7jam.io, you're immediately placed in the room. There's no login or anything. So I can't actually keep like ongoing stats about everyone. But as you sit on the website and play, it does keep track of your note count.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, gamification
One thing
is
I
not a
wanted to
bad
mention
idea,
also
but
is
yeah.
that we do have right now, every month we're doing monthly jam sessions, and it's totally anonymous, totally free. So the 7th of every month at 7 p.m. Central Eastern European time, everyone is welcome to come and jam along.
Yeah. And you even took me, so really everyone can join.
Of course.
What instrument did you play,
But there's
Dojo?
something
Do you
for
have
everyone.
keyboard.
I mean,
The
we
keyboard?
Yeah,
have-
I do have a MIDI keyboard. I actually found my MIDI cable again, so I finally was able to hook myself into the
Okay.
website and play with the guys.
Cool.
And I actually played some notes.
More than 2 then.
Yeah.
For the moment, it's only working on Chrome and Edge. I think it also works on maybe Opera.
Vivaldi,
But I know that-
any Chromium browser, essentially.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But like Firefox, for
Firefox.
example, I have a buddy who's working on the MIDI right now, and it's it's a big feature to add to a web browser. But it should be in there pretty soon. It actually hit the nightly builds a couple times already.
Okay.
So
Oh,
Firefox
lovely.
will be in there. And in the bug report at Mozilla, they even mentioned 7jam.io, so they're using this website
Oh.
as like as a benchmark.
As a reference, yeah.
Awesome.
One question that just came to me. I mean, since you're all streaming your MIDI notes over to the server, is there like a replay feature or planned that you can replay it? Because theoretically you should have the data to replay it, or is that wrong?
Everything is just done in real time. It's literally like signal comes in, process the signal goes out. It never gets stored to a
Okay.
database or anything. So for the moment, there's no
Okay.
like clips or anything like that.
Yeah.
There is a way
Well,
that
that
if you like create sequences and create like a whole song in the room, for example, you can save that song so you don't lose your work.
Okay.
But as far as replaying live performances, we don't have that yet.
Yeah. Okay. But I guess that could be interesting to have like a live replay of the live sets, basically, yeah, and maybe even render it out without latency issues if you can do it on a. It's just a stupid idea that I had. Just like this should be doable. Yeah.
But I can also see how it's kind of liberating to know that whatever you're doing, it's not going to be preserved.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
one
you
of the
can just do
principles of the
whatever
site,
the heck you
I
like,
love
and it's
the
not
old
gonna end up
IRC
on some
days
recording.
Yeah, exactly. And the anonymity is an essential feature of this, that you can go in and you're anonymous, and you know that there's not even a way to sell the data because there's no data. It's just you
Mhm.
just
Okay.
go in and use the internet as it was designed to be used, and no Big Brother is watching, and there's no way to sell the data.
It is
Yeah, that's
it is
cool.
so good to see that it's kind of like a reminder of the good old internet days, but ported into modern times. So I love that.
Yeah, using the latest like features of the web browser, and everything is done in JavaScript and Node.js and stuff. But we keep
And using
keep the
them for
anonymity.
good as opposed to evil.
Well, we're trying to.
Ideally, yeah.
It depends how the
Yeah.
music is, I guess.
I'm not sure if music can be evil. It can be good. It can be maybe bad, but evil. I don't know. Maybe.
You
Depending
should
of-
follow the Twitter account threatening music notation.
Oh yeah, I remember. I have some in my mind right now. Yeah, threatening music notation. Yeah. So yeah, another reminder for the 5K. People, you have 4 minutes and 30 seconds to get in your gear, and then we count you down, and you can start running. Yeah.
Speaking of, do we have another piece from you guys?
We would love
Until
to
we
send
can
off the 5K.
start the run?
Yeah.
We'll send off the 5K, so we basically start at sharp noon sharp with that. We're gonna count the people
okay.
down, and you take over and
Ah,
play
I
along.
see. Okay.
That's the plan, isn't it? Yeah.
We'll get you running.
Awesome.
Yes.
So no dub loungy stuff for that, I guess.
Yeah, but that's. I remember.
Dum, chick, chick. We'll see.
I remember what you did last time, and it was perfect.
Yeah. So yeah, are there like future plans for 7 Jam, or are you happy with how it is? Is there still going to be some improvements or new stuff planned? What's the idea for the future?
That's a good question. For the moment, I don't have any plans, but I obsessively and, like I said, almost shamefully keep working on it and keep building it. So who knows? We recently added features like dances and graffiti, so you can spray things on the walls and stuff. So there's tons of like spectator features. We even have a room that's streaming Nectarine Radio right now as well. So if you join and you happen to hop into the hallway, there's Nectarine Radio. So it's hard to tell what features will come, and we'll just have to see. For the moment, I'm quite happy.
Okay.
Cool.
Sounds like the
In the future,
7
we just
Jam
plan to have these monthly
metaverse
jam
is
sessions.
being built. Yeah,
Oh, don't say that word.
yeah, I
No.
know. I just make fun.
There's an
Yeah.
NFT.
You're not the
NFT,
first one to make
yeah.
to make the connection.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. I don't think I have. I don't think I've visited the website since last year because I'm lazy and stupid. But I will have to check it out. I also have a MIDI keyboard somewhere,
Oh,
but my piano lessons are
absent.
absent for. I don't want to say how many decades, but some.
Yeah. As I said, I've had 9 months of keyboard lessons
Okay.
when I was 13 or so.
I had 6 years of piano lessons.
Oh,
anything stuck
you
though.
certainly have leading.
Yeah,
Well, we await you on the 7th of May at 7
Yeah, I
o'clock.
guess so,
CST.
yeah.
Why not?
yeah. The MIDI keyboard is in the basement. Yeah. Well, if it's anonymous, nobody's gonna know it's me anyway. So
Oh, which reminds
maybe
me.
I've been there all along.
Dun, dun, dun.
In September, you got to do some Star Trek themed music. Because 7 of 9.
Oh.
Ah,
Wow. Sorry, I
nerd.
didn't catch it.
nerd.
You've got the 7 Jam Discord, and I've seen people constantly flowing in there. How large is it by now?
It's
You have
still
an idea?
modest. I mean, I think there's 55 people or something.
Okay.
In there's we can track development stuff. So a lot of people have good ideas and suggestions. We get to know when Saga has added a new instrument, for example, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's links to the Discord. There's links to the GitHub as well. It's completely open source. All that stuff is up in the. There are links on the website for that.
Okay. Oh, that's great. Okay, it's almost time, Dojo. We have 30 seconds for people to get running. I hope everybody's outside already and still kind of listening to the stream or the audio.
The running
And,
shoes.
Yeah. What do you need to run? Like some shoes, some pants, ideally, depending
Why?
on your culture, and and some tracking device so you know when the 5K is over.
I think all you really need is the tracking device.
Yeah, I guess so. So Dojo, when I count down, we are at 9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Stop!
Go!
And let's jam to it. So that escalated delightfully.
Absolutely.
Absolutely awesome.
Super
If,
awesome.
if that didn't get you running,
And
at
I don't
least
know
you're
what
awake
will.
now.
So, yeah, album when?
Album when exactly? Oh, thank you, 10-4 and Saga, for talking to us about the project, and thank you everybody on 7Jam providing us with awesome content today. And
Yeah.
yeah, I'm awake now, even though I still don't have coffee. But we're gonna remedy that soon.
We actually took a few laps around the studio just because.
Yeah, this was at least 5K. 5
Laps.
caps of coffee. So yeah, next up is we're going to talk to cyraxx, who's going to walk us through some submissions from the 5K run that we already got, so we can watch some people run on a map, and we can see some videos and pictures of people who are currently on their way. And yeah, we're going to talk a bit about the difficulties or the challenges of doing a stream demo party. They're totally different from a real life demo party, but it's definitely none of that is easy. Yeah, and so we're going to talk about that. So, cyraxx, when you're ready, you can come join us. Okay,
Oh,
cool.
you were born ready.
Hello, cyraxx.
Hey.
Yeah.
Good
We are
morning,
just
Hamburg.
somewhere, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
How are you doing?
I guess looking at your screen, I guess Moki is not with you.
No, unfortunately not. But I
Yeah,
wish he
that's
would.
always sad. Yeah. So yeah, did you enjoy the jam session?
Very much. Yeah, it's still just interesting in terms of technology, because you think with latency and stuff, doing this kind of stuff would be impossible, but somehow they're pulling it off live. I have no idea how, but yeah, impressive.
Yeah.
And it sounds good too.
I think
Definitely,
being
yeah.
good musicians helps.
Probably.
Probably. Not that I would know anything about that, but yeah, I would say so.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. So yeah, welcome back to the morning show. I think you have been here with us every year so far on the Saturday
It's become a
morning during
tradition.
the 5K.
Yeah.
It's becoming a tradition, yeah. So next year, if we're back in the EVAC, we kind of need to figure something out. Yeah. Is there? Do we already have like some submissions from people who are running or are done or want to run?
Well, we can actually have a live view into some of our runners looking
Okay,
where
sure.
they are right now. We can see the map from Leia. Leia is running near Oslo. She has already finished here, but you make your own estimate. And we also have Far over here. He is running near Aarhus, I think it's pronounced, in Denmark, known
Aarhus
for being
or
the
something.
location of Tilsak.
Yeah.
And then we also have LLB, who's actually running in Stuttgart. So maybe you recognize
Stuttgart.
this area.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dojo would or Saga, because I might live there, but I have no idea about Stuttgart because I moved there and then the pandemic started. So basically, I've never been there, maybe once or twice.
Oh, that's
Maybe you
Ufer.
should go for a run.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe I should go for a run at the Neckarufer. Yeah.
That's actually pretty close to where the Stuttgart satellite is.
Oh, is it also where the Schweinemuseum is?
Must be then.
I think so. Yeah, I think I actually know this area. Yeah, there's a Schweinemuseum in Stuttgart, so it's like Pigs Museum with
Pig
hundreds
museum.
of pig museum.
Yeah,
Yeah, they have
it's-
like sculptures and plushies and plates and all
It is-
things pig you can imagine.
is
And they have a
weird.
restaurant which serves
Yeah.
pork.
Just
so
Stuttgart
it's
things.
it's just Stuttgart
Yeah.
things. Definitely.
Oh, and they have a tram that's kind of
Pigified.
modeled with a pig face.
Yeah, so we are culturally relevant there, definitely for German culture at least. Yeah. Okay.
If you want to, we can
yeah.
also look at some videos that they've
Okay,
sent
sure.
us from
Oh yeah.
Hanoi. I hope that the team is ready, but if you are, let's go. I can see things happening on my other screen.
Here we go. Oh, that's cool. So they actually listen to us counting them down, I guess. That's awesome.
Lovely.
That's cool. So actually watching the stream while in running gear and then running with the stream, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's the idea. Yeah. So basically next year
Yeah.
we have to have a drum bike driving next to the
Oh,
5Kers
yeah.
so they can provide some music, some jam sessions. Yeah. I think that's a tradition now too.
Yeah, Saga, get on the bike.
Yeah, if we have more videos, we can watch those, or we can talk about other things. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, how about one more video? I see we've got the
sure.
next one queued up.
Hello.
Hello.
We're going to run. Okay. Anything to say? We don't know where we are going.
Oh, that's
I
the
guess.
Stuttgart satellite.
We're
So
just
Zaga.
going to go
Okay.
to run your
Yeah.
random
Okay,
direction.
let's go this way.
Let's go this
We
way.
also recorded a seminar from there.
Ah, okay.
Oh, that was nice and quick.
That's yeah. That's awesome. I mean, I haven't seen Xavi since years, and the one time he's in Stuttgart, I am not.
It's confusing, yeah.
Yeah, it's
But
weird.
that tends to happen with demo parties. Like, back, remember when we had
Yeah.
demo parties? Like,
Yeah.
every time people would be, yeah, I'm coming to your town that weekend. You're like, like one weekend I'm not.
Usually I'm at home all the time, but yeah,
Yeah,
not
except
this
that one weekend.
week. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, revision is the third time we're doing this online only. This time with the satellites as part of it. And yeah, there are some challenges doing this in this distributed fashion, like not from one place where you can coordinate everything like directly, because we are basically in the same office or in the same space. But this year or the last couple of years, we've been basically anywhere. And with that comes some problems. And I'm pretty sure you can tell us a bit about the challenges. We had some challenges yesterday, which I think are mostly
You don't
resolved
say.
by now. But yeah, I guess there are some things to talk about if you want to talk about those.
Sure. Well, yeah, maybe just to give a quick overview of our setup, because not everyone has been watching this. The last year's probably. So once again, our main streaming headquarters is in Finland. So the Assembly TV studios, they let us use their space again. Thank you for that. And so we have a couple people in Finland, and that's where the streaming headquarters is located. So where the stream is being mixed and where all the feeds come together and where everything's coordinated and played out. And then we have a bunch of people from our team around the world remote controlling some of that and also talking to the people in Finland and wherever they might be. We have the studio in Saarbrücken. We have all the scene set folks. So far, we've seen Subi in the UK. We have then all the satellites all over the world, which is another challenge because it's a lot of them. And previously we had like maybe five or so people on the call at the same time, and now we have 16 satellites joining us. And that the issue is with when you put on any sort of live streamed show that has multiple segments, multiple settings, and so on. You think when you do this the first time, you think this is pretty straightforward, it's pretty easy. Even when everyone's in the same room, when it's not distributed, you think, yeah, we just put everyone in one room, and we have someone switching the video here, and a couple of people on camera, and we go from this segment to that segment, and it'll be fine. And then you do it for the first time, and it's chaos, and you have everyone's missing their cue. People can't hear each other. The microphone's not up. You cut to the wrong camera. The first time you do a stream like that always happens, pretty much guaranteed.
Yeah.
And that's because that stuff is hard. You don't even, if you haven't done it before, you don't foresee all the little tiny things that you need to take care of, and then you do that with the different people spread around the world. there's additional challenges.
Yeah.
And
Not many of us are professionals in this area. We have some professionals, but I think I would say most of the team that's working on this, we're just doing this for fun or like once or twice a year maybe. So yeah, that brings additional challenges. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. Yeah, and adrenaline pumping and just yeah the chaos you described. And I
Yeah.
think it's
yeah,
perfectly normal, but can be frustrating. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. If you think about an event like this of this scale, usually if you would do this as a professional production, you would probably start setting up everything on Monday or so, testing everything, getting all the connections done, and then spend the last day or two before the show basically doing rehearsals, checking all the little, the coordination between the different people, and everyone can hear each other and when to cut where. Um, and with this, the way that we're doing is it basically we only were able to start setting up the main stream headquarters on Thursday, so the day before the party. And that's just one of the challenges that comes with doing this with volunteers. People have work. We have places that we can only get into at a certain time. We have equipment that we need to rent or get from somewhere. Um, I'm not saying this is an excuse. Maybe we could have planned better, could have foreseen this, but this is just one of the challenges that comes with doing this as
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
volunteers. And so, just to give you an idea of how, like, what that means is at the end of Thursday, so the night before the party, when we went to bed exhausted, we did not have functioning streams going basically anywhere. We managed to fix that Friday morning, but that's the kind of state that we were at. And so when this happens, there's tiny stuff like rehearsals that kind of fall off the plate. And then suddenly you
Yeah.
notice, oh, actually now that we're sitting here, this microphone is cutting out. We didn't notice that before.
Yeah.
And there's things, and then you add things that should just work, that have always worked, like playing a video or a piece of software that takes a stream and sends it from A to B. Suddenly,
Or
with this
It
combination of
sounds like
things that you stuck
yeah.
together, suddenly they stop
Yeah.
things
working. You
break.
add that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, and then you get what happened to us yesterday, which I mean, it could be worse. I think the team handled it pretty
Definitely.
well.
Definitely. Yeah.
It could have been more chaos, but yeah,
I mean, we had,
that's
I think,
When
what happens.
two delays and one stream outage where you had to switch hardware, from what I understood.
Um,
There was like
yeah,
a
we
20-minute
switched.
outage or something. Yeah.
Yeah, we switched to hardware, and then is another one of those things. Um, Connecting a hardware encoder, which is a professional device that encodes streams and sends it to a place. That's all it does. Suddenly, this hardware encoder and this place where it should send the stream don't like each other anymore. Suddenly, this specific encoder and this specific destination say, "No, that's not going to work." And
Okay.
you thought you would just switch and it would work like it always did before.
Yeah.
There's one fun little thing that maybe we can talk about to explain what happened during the seminar that you gave yesterday. Why we're kind of jumping back and forth there. Um, so, like I said, our main streaming office is in Finland. We are in Germany, and we have one of the things we have is a return feed that we are seeing right now, where we see what's going on, what's coming up next, what the current time is, how much time we have left, and maybe if
Can we show this, by the way?
ooh,
Can we?
I don't think we can because
Okay.
it's on a
Or maybe
different
we can post like a
box. But
screenshot on social media or something, so people know what we are seeing. Yeah.
yeah,
and
and
whenever we appear like we're not really looking at the camera but slightly next, that's where the return stream
Yeah.
is.
Ah. Yeah. Okay.
oh, this is similar to This is
Yeah. This
this
is
is
the
actually what our
multi-view.
team
Yeah.
this is what our production
Yeah.
team is seeing. But you can see some of the elements there. The notes for me right there, for example, remaining recording time and so on. Um,
Yeah.
And so if you've been listening carefully, maybe you've already pieced together one of the issues that we could have there, because our main office is in Finland, and we have a clock on this stream, on this feed, and Finland is 1 hour ahead
Ahead,
of
yeah.
Germany. And usually we know that. We make sure that all the clocks on the Finland machines are set to German time. In this specific case, it was, but then there's one piece of software. Oh, that was our return feed with our return feed in it.
Yeah.
Interesting. But then that one piece of software didn't like notice the time zone change, and so you guys thought you had 1 hour less than you actually had, and you started rushing, and we were
Yeah, we
like,
were very,
"Oh, it's
very
good they're trying to
confused
make up
that,
time, but
yeah,
why are they skipping right to the end? Oh God, what's happening?" And
yeah,
yeah,
I was stressing out because we knew we had less time because we started with the delay, but at some point it was like, we only have 40 minutes left for the whole thing.
How did
We
this
planned
happen?
2 to
Where
two
did
and a half hours,
Where did
and
we
then we were
spend all the
rushing through
time?
things because I saw the clock ticking. It was like, okay, 18:30, we need to go to the satellites, and at 18:30, we were already prepared to
Yeah,
go to the end slide, and then I noticed, I looked at my phone. It was like, it's 17:30. Something's wrong here. Then I went up while one of the demos were playing. I went up to our production office and tried to confirm what's going on. There was like relief and confusion was lifted suddenly because we knew what was going on, and suddenly we had 1 hour more, which was very relaxing, and nobody had to stress because it's just a tiny thing
Yeah,
that
it's
caused a
least-
lot of confusion.
yeah.
But
And
it's a
then
good
at the same
story,
time,
definitely funny.
yeah, in the background, we were going like, "Wait, they're going to satellites now. They are not ready." We would contact the satellites, telling them, "We need to hurry up." And then yeah,
Yeah,
all
and
caused by
what people
one
also
little
don't
clock.
know, yeah, what people also don't know, we had an issue that the production, we have these in-ears, but we couldn't hear anything. So there was no direct communication between us as hosts and the production and the broadcast crew, and all we had was like the timer and some as you could maybe see, there's some red letters over on the return feed. We can have some notes, but it was not enough to communicate properly because nobody really knew what was going on. So we had to do a lot of back and forth. Steltek, who's 2 stories up, was running up and down, fixing things and trying to communicate like with some hand signs. Because you have to look into the camera while communicating with somebody who's right over there. That was very
It was weird.
interesting. Yeah. But yeah, I think despite all of that, we managed to. I guess we fixed all, if not most, if not all of the problems we had yesterday. So
Yeah,
basically,
it's
our
always
rehearsal day is over.
it's always on like Friday morning. Um, but usually I get up and it's like I'm like, oh God, nothing working. This is going to be a disaster. And then but there is a point at some point like Friday night where everything is working, and I can finally sit back a little bit, look at the stream, and just enjoy what's going on. I'm like, okay, this seems to be working now, and I
Yeah,
need to remind myself, you've always had this kind of panic on Friday morning. We always figured it out.
yeah, yeah. I think shortly before the last shader jam, we had our mic issues fixed. We had good audio. Before we could hear us a couple of times, which is also a funny story. I guess you know it, cyraxx, why we heard ourselves with a 2-second delay and a lot of uh, much louder than the rest of the feed. Yeah, and yeah, that was
Yeah, it's
yeah,
it's it's complicated.
yeah, it
um,
definitely is. Yeah,
yeah, so you are everyone's who's joining this call is getting a return audio feed that has all the audio except their own, but then you guys are also in a special Discord channel that has um, an announcement bot so that we can send you text-to-speech announcements, or we can hop into that channel and talk to you directly. And then there's a bridge that's sort of bridging this Discord channel with the rest of the system, and that was kind of like your audio was coming from you to that bridge back onto the bridge. It was very complicated, and we after a while we started thinking about it in the production team, like after a while we were like, wait, do we even need this bridge? What does it actually do? Why did we put that there? To be honest, I'm not sure how exactly we resolved it. We muted something somewhere
Yeah.
that fixed it,
And then it
but that
worked.
took some time to resolve. And it's just the kind of thing when you have Discord, you have these calls, you have a live stream, you have an office, you have another conferencing platform for the satellites because that's more than the other system can handle. Bridging all of those together, all your
Eventually you
It's
create
routing
loops.
very
stuff
quickly.
gets
Yeah.
complicated, and that alone could usually take you a day to to figure out. And there was also another issue that contributed to this is when you have this sort of distributed thing, you connect all the equipment of different people in their setup that they have at home. And another thing that we figured out is that Subi's OBS from where he's streaming in the UK was because of some issue with his audio driver also sending back a feed into that call, and that was going back to Discord to you. And that's just,
Yeah, and I
those
think that's how we ended up hearing our own voices.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it's,
yeah,
it's, it
that's
is.
just there's all these kind of tiny details that you could take 2 days to set up all of this stuff alone, and we had like half a day. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And I mean that is, and for that, I think we managed quite nicely in a pure demo party fashion. We have problems and we power through and we deliver in the end. That's the point at the end. Yeah,
And that's
Yeah.
the great thing about the scene. We're great at improvising.
yeah,
It's like, oh shit, stuff doesn't work. Let's figure out how we can fix it while we are live.
and it's much harder to fix these problems if you're distributed over 10 countries and 3 time zones.
Yep.
Definitely, it doesn't make it easy. But yeah,
Speaking of being live, horrible transition. But how about we have another look at the runners?
I
can
guess
see on the
all
map
three of
here
us
that-
wanted to say the same thing here.
You can see on the map that
somebody
LLB
has-
is getting back to a starting point. So I think he's probably almost done.
yeah.
Let's see how Leia's
but
doing.
I think he actually, that's Inselstraße, he actually started at the satellite.
Okay, which
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's like his starting point. That looks pretty much like
I
where
guess-
the satellite is.
And we have Leia here. I'm not sure what her. Oh, I think she's also. Is she heading back? No,
Maybe
she's
she's
still
doing
going.
the triathlon. Is going to swim over to the.
That would be
to the starting
impressive,
point.
but
would
interesting
be
little twist
impressive,
on the 5K run, which is something we could do in Saarbrücken, I guess. There's, isn't there?
5K
we
swim.
we have the river there, and it's totally not polluted. So if you swim to the river, you're totally fine. Pretty sure. So many inoculations and everything you get for free. Yeah.
Yeah.
How's Farfar doing? Is he done?
He's
He's
looks
a
like
fast
he's
runner. He
also.
should be done. Oh yeah, he's on the way.
No,
back
he's
at
still
least.
going, but it looks like he's also
That looks.
close to his starting point. So
Yeah.
probably should be.
It's interesting
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we can actually see the spot move.
Yeah.
Yeah, technology, right?
Technology is fantastic. Something internet. But yeah, I also hear that we have a lot of videos that people send us,
Yeah.
so maybe we can watch some of those.
Yeah, let's check those out.
You're running here at the beautiful Oslo Fjord. Hope you're all running too and having fun.
That was Leia for us.
Yeah.
She's running sideways.
He's running. That's Oslo, you know.
Oh, I see.
It's like Australia. It's the Australia of the North.
Yeah.
90 degrees.
like- yep.
Australia.
Yeah. I think
let's see what
we
else
can
do
watch
we
a
have.
couple more, yeah.
Yeah.
That's from Leia again.
Faster!
Awesome.
Faster!
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
power through. I think we have like 10 videos, so
Yeah, sure. Let's
Even
just
more.
get to it. Yeah.
Let's stress out the team in Finland while I'm not on shift. Let's stress them out and telling them to just power through, play all the videos.
Is there any key comments?
The joke, quand est-ce qu'on arrive? It works in English.
So I think your seminar presentation is right now on the other stream.
Yeah.
How does that feel to be on two streams at the same time?
So yeah, send your question to Discord and I will try.
Okay, I can forward you the questions. If anyone is asking a question, I will ask him to Xavier live.
No, the real trick is, do you think I'm doing the seminar live and recordings are running? Or do you think I've recorded the seminar and I'm running live?
Da sind die.
That's Bescheid.
Still going strong. Having fun.
Well, people are having
Probably
fun
see
here.
something from the beer and schnapps break too. I think so.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I would assume,
Yeah.
knowing Leia, she's going to have a video of a beer and schnapps break.
Yeah,
I'm sure she hid something somewhere.
For people who don't know what this is a tradition from the Tersak demo party in Denmark, which we stole the idea from, like borrowed or acquired. And
Inspired.
usually at the beer and schnapps break, you have a halfway. You do the 5K. After 2.5 kilometers, you have a beer or schnapps, pepper schnapps, usually to get your
Spirits up.
spirits up, so to speak. Yeah.
And refuel energy.
Yeah, and then you do the rest of the run and you get a winning schnapps, I think, as well. And yeah, we have this at Revision as well. Actually, have people going to the halfway point, setting up some water and beer and other beverage setup.
No water.
Yeah.
The first time
No water?
the first time I took part in the 5K run at Revision, I was kind of sort of having a bit of a cold, so I wasn't in the best state anyway to be doing this, but I decided to power through, and I got to the halfway point. I was like, okay, finally something to drink, and nope, just beer and pepper schnapps. There's no water.
Well,
Yeah,
I think the year after that we started having water bottles in the goodie bag, so you can use that to run. Yeah, water is
Would have
just
been
not an
smart
option.
to take one of those with me.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's watch the next video.
Yeah.
Hi. Yeah, as usual, I haven't been running for like ages, but yeah, this is the area where I live, and yeah, hope the rest of you guys have a good run as well. I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah, far.
Nice.
I can see that
Looks
he's
like everywhere. It's good weather everywhere so far, at least.
Including here.
Yeah.
Not that you would
No.
enjoy any of that.
We can look outside.
We can see the sun reflecting from the office building's windows next to us.
You see Fafa, yeah, he's pretty much just now getting to the finish line. I think he's almost back to where he started.
Okay.
Leia is still sort of at that. Maybe they are having a beer and schnapps break at this point.
That is possible, yeah.
She's been here for a while.
Yeah, and they'll probably just run back the way they came.
Yeah.
I think it is
Or they're having a swim,
moving
we don't know
slightly.
Yeah.
Looks like they're going. Who knows? We will get videos soon. Oh yeah, she's moving.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Yeah, then that was definitely the beer and schnapps break.
I have to admit I lost track of how many videos we've got left, but I'm sure we've got one or two more.
Well, there have to be some more, yeah. Okay, I have no clue who that would be or
I
where
have
that
no
was.
clue
I
either.
didn't see a number plate on the cars, but the architecture didn't seem German to me at least. Maybe northern Germany or somewhere, maybe also
So,
Denmark.
if I went once as fast as I guess I can take video of him going and just sit and wait for him.
Oh, this is Stuttgart.
Hey.
So you recognize that street?
That second place, that was definitely Stuttgart.
Yeah,
It was actually close to the Schweinemuseum.
told ya. It's a great place.
Place to be.
That is the
That is
Schweinemuseum.
actually the Schweinemuseum, yeah.
Yeah, that was the piggy tram. And there's another pig.
Yeah.
So
We know our
but what
stuff.
you mean? so we actually got to see the famous pig tram there. As
Yeah,
you've
Or
been
at least
hyping up.
exactly.
a little
yeah.
bit of it. Yep.
It's actually really worth a visit. I think the entry is like a couple of euros, and it's like a whole museum full of anything pig related. And
Ouais, c'est
also like
compliqué de filmer en reculant.
Sans blague.
Wow. Sliding. Shall we stop there?
Oh, I know where that is too.
obvi
So that must be Wagenburgstraße then.
Wagenburgstraße. Yeah, I believe you. I mean, I concur. I know this obviously, like the back of my hand.
Or Landhausstraße or whatever it's called at that place.
Yeah, Schweinemuseum again. It's a great place to be. Also, they have like famous sculptures like pigs slaughtering other pigs. You know,
Pigs.
pigs. Yeah. That is not Stuttgart. That's good.
Does look German though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to tell though who that is.
But by the way, you said Farfar is a pretty fast runner, right?
Yeah.
He actually finished in
usually is.
37 minutes, but LLB, running from the Stuttgart satellite, finished in 28. So we have to see
28.
in the Strava event once everyone's done. We can see the rankings, I think, but
Okay.
it's going to be up
It's
there.
kind of cheating, right?
Zavi seems to be fast as well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's LLB following him.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. It's so motivating seeing people run while we sit here on our nice, what's the word? It's not a sofa.
There was a sign, Halt, Bier and Schnapsbreak.
Aw.
Oh, det här.
The camera work is strong in this one.
Hey.
Hello. Oh, we have beer as well?
Yes.
I'm feeling this is in the wrong order.
Yeah.
Beer should always be first.
Always.
I have a feeling. Authentic German beer. It's very important to have German beer.
Always.
Even if you are in Norway.
Ja, kein Carlsberg.
We also
Das
need
ist
the
Bitburger.
glasses.
Ich probiere.
Hard time even for the person bringing the beer in the marina. Cheers.
I am actually missing the skull.
Skål.
Ah, there it is.
And now get the fuck out of here.
Yep. Off we go.
Off we go.
See you later then.
Bye.
They should
That's
have.
the infamous beer and schnapps break. Yeah,
I missed the scene where they would actually pour the beers over their heads to cool themselves down.
Does that happen?
Well, with water bottles it happens.
Yeah, I know what you mean. As long as you don't use pepper schnapps, you should be fine.
Oh! Where the heck is that? That seemed hot and summery.
Yeah, maybe it's in the US. But it's too no.
That's
it's nighttime
no.
in the US.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's the
US only
Portuguese.
six in the morning. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah, but that didn't look like 6 in the morning to me.
yeah. Oh, that looks precarious.
Dum, dum, dum.
There's Leia again. So many runners, that's cool.
And so many videos.
Yeah.
yeah, I think we have at least 20 something videos.
25.
I think we didn't have that many videos last time.
Literally last week it was snowing and hailing, and today it's this sunny weather, really nice and actually quite warm. So I guess it's a kind of scene spirit warming the heart.
Aww.
Makes me feel lazy. Seeing how those
Yeah,
people
I was gonna say, like,
David, if you want, trottinette, scooter.
Trottinette? Tretroller?
Allez, plus vite!
Apparently that's
Schnell!
a word.
Schnell!
Auto!
That
He
was
should be almost
Stuttgart
there as
again,
well,
right?
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So we went for the authentic falling Boston feeling in this run. It's pretty nice in here. It also actually reminds me a bit of Saarbrücken. There are houses like there, that one, in the forest there, that you guys have probably never seen, except a few selected Danes that like to go running in the forest. Like these guys.
And we have 8
Yeah,
more
I've never
videos
seen
to
this
go.
house in my life. 8 more, wow.
8 more, yeah.
So
Okay.
that's where we were earlier. And now we are here. These guys are not running anymore. But that's because the view is
Why
so
though?
nice, you just have to admire it.
So that's why they are stopping all the time. They are
Yeah, yeah.
enjoying the scenery.
I mean,
I would too.
Hey guys, are you still running?
No, I'm done. And you?
Oh, I was asking to the people watching the video.
Oh, yeah.
No, the people watching the video, they're not running. They're in the couch. They're being lazy.
Yeah. Well, they finished early. If they went faster than you.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a possibility.
Also, I have a question about the Disney's diffuse model. What's your opinion on this? And should I use it? Should I use it in my demo?
Yes, actually, I recommend it. It's pretty simple to implement. The code is really straightforward. It's not very expensive, and it looks good. So go use it.
Okay. And would you recommend that people watch your conference instead of watching people running? Because I guess your conference is not over. So maybe people should switch the stream right now.
That's a good question. Let's see. We are 30 minutes in, so that's when the thing was starting to get both interesting and messy. Yeah, go
Okay.
grab your breakfast and watch me speaking while I walk.
Okay, cool. See ya.
Yeah, it's a good reminder that Zavi Seminar is playing on the revision extras. I think, I hope.
Any comments?
That's very meta.
Technology.
technology. Yeah.
Ah,
Is that the boot?
I know that place.
Seat
That is
entrance,
Shack
das
Space.
Demo-Party. So cool.
Ah ja, jetzt ja, im vergessen.
Yeah,
More
lots of
Stuttgart
Mate
footage.
creates
Yeah.
just like any hacker space
Yeah,
should
must be
have.
hackerspace. Yeah.
So that's our starting point. And no, we're not gonna swim.
Ah. Okay, that's fine.
Right, that was it. I think it was a bit more than 5k, but hey, what are you going to do? It was good. Thanks for the opportunity to run. It's been a long time since the last time. But yep, signing off. Have a good party. See you soon, hopefully.
Yeah. More videos? Or are we done?
Few more?
Oh, David,
videos.
he joined the stream. Oh, see? David was playing piano while being on the stream. Yes. See? It's 12:41.
Wow, doing video in video. And
Yeah.
the last video. Was that the last video? Oh, that was the last. I once again
Okay.
Okay.
forgot
Yeah.
how to count because I'm the worst. But about that seminar you
Yeah.
just mentioned, yeah.
It is apparently delayed until 4 o'clock, which is in 3-ish hours. Yeah, and that's going to be on Revision Extras. Yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to announce it on the lower third. Also in the timetable, if there's a delay for anything, you should find it in the timetable.
Yeah, fortunately they had some issues with the video file for the seminar, and,
Okay.
but you know they managed, and we'll have it later.
Yeah, that's good.
Actually,
Wow,
yeah,
so
we
I
can
guess
have
that
one last
kind
look
of-
sort of at Leia's Leia's map. She's still in the same area over here. She's turned back.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
yeah,
that looks
I
like
can't see on here how far she's been running so far. Looks like
Yeah.
it could have been 5k already. I mean, it's quite a big area here, but
Yeah.
who knows?
Yeah, a bit disappointed that they're not going to swim. We did a 3 times 5k triathlon next year. But I guess if we're announcing that, we have to run it ourselves, Dojo. It's not
Oh,
gonna
she actually
happen.
just now finished, and it's been exactly 5.1 kilometers. So
Ah, okay,
Oh.
cool.
Okay.
there you go.
So do you have can you see how many runners did we have this year? Who finished? Is there are still people running?
That is an excellent question. I should know that. Let me type in some things in my web browser and see if I can figure that out for you.
We could do the
Let's see.
triathlon.
We've got an event here, and we've got quite a few people on Strava. I think it's
Okay.
a total of 49 people have registered on Strava for the event.
That's good.
So that's not
good.
bad.
And
I think yesterday was like 25, so that's good that we had some late
cool.
signups.
yeah, let's see there's some ranking, but no, not yet. We don't have any ranking yet.
Okay.
There might people still be who are still on the run. That's fine. So yeah, we will probably be able to tally up the rankings afterwards, and
Yeah.
and will they
we can
get
come
like
back to that,
they will get the certificate, right? Like they do at the on-site 5K run.
Yes, that is possible. I think last year we didn't. If people want one, I can quickly. No, not throw on Photoshop, not throw up Photoshop,
Please don't.
and adapt the certificate design. And if somebody wants it, we can do PDF. Sending it with mail is a bit wasteful, but I can give you a PDF download for that. Sure. Yeah,
It's
49
2022.
people.
You
That
get
is
it.
that is good. Yeah.
We could do the nerd triathlon. 5 minutes standing, 5 minutes floating, and 5 minutes of charging an e-bike.
Well, where's
that
the
should work.
competition in that? Charging an e-bike with a hand crank?
I was gonna say who gets done first, but that kind of doesn't work.
Yeah.
You said nerd
Yeah, we
triathlon. I thought you'd put something like 5 minutes of typing as fast as you could, and then wait, not 5 minutes,
Yeah.
or maybe typing something. And what else could be a discipline?
You could type 5K.
Type 5K
Ooh.
letters, that makes sense.
5K
we had that
shader
last,
coding.
Yeah, exactly.
Mashup.
We had this yesterday in the shader showdown. Type as fast as much as you can, and it has to look good. Yeah, it's a sport.
I see a new event coming up.
Oh God. Yeah, we're almost ready for the first compo. So we have a couple of minutes. Cyraxx, anything else? Any challenges that we can, or like hidden tips and tricks for other people doing this, or would you suggest nobody do this because it's hard?
Tips, just general hint from doing all sorts of streaming events. They have become popular for the last couple of years for obvious reasons. Whenever you can, try to get as much of the equipment, such as your video switcher and your cameras and everything that you can. Try to get it in advance and sit down and prepare and configure and test, because configuring this stuff or just plugging in all the little things and adapters and converters and everything, that takes way longer than you think. And if you have like a week in advance to do that, that is just so much better. So that's like the one thing,
Yeah.
one hint I could give you. If you can in any way get your setup ready early, that helps a lot. But yeah, sometimes you just can't, right? Because you need to rent stuff, or it comes from different
Sure.
people or whatever, and that's a lot more challenging. But prepare as much as you can. Have a test system where you could do some configurations, save them, export anything that you don't need to do in the time leading up to the event. That's like the number one hint I would give to anyone who does any sort of live streaming event.
Yeah. Another thing that might be interesting for our viewers is, not sure if we talked about this the past years, we have actually acquired quite a large team at any point of the stream. I think we have 6 roles that are constantly filled in shifts. Like, so it's not just like one person pressing some buttons. We have different roles. We have, maybe you can walk us through the director, broadcast engineer, and that kind of stuff, but you know this better than me.
Sure. Yeah, this is another thing that this year, just because of the way we had to set things up, we kind of had to go off script here and there. But generally, what we started doing last year, after the first year, there were a couple people who ended up being on shift every day, all day, the entire day, because they were the ones who knew how to press the buttons. And of course, for those few, it was very stressful. And a lot of other people who wanted to be involved, but couldn't because they didn't know how, and we didn't, think of telling them how. And so what we started doing last year is we actually have sort of a shift plan. We have different roles that we divided the work into. So we have the director, who is the one making the call. So the director would be the one saying, switch to the hosts now, play the jingle, put on this lower thirds on the screen, play this video, and so on. We have the broadcast engineer, who is the one actually pressing the buttons on the machine to make that happen. We have a content engineer who is in a sort of supporting role, making sure that all the video content and so on is is ready, that we have all the content, that it's in the right file format, that it's in the right place, so it can be played by the broadcast engineer. We have a production coordinator who is always around in the background, putting out fires or making sure that the people who are supposed to be on air are actually ready and they have all the information they need. If things are delayed, we have this very detailed cue sheet, which is basically like the timetable, but with much more detail. That's been like the masterwork of Drogman, who's been creating those for the last 3 years, where we down to the second have information of what should go on stream when, which video we need for that, which remote feed, what should be on the screen, and so on. And yeah, the production coordinator would also update that on the go as things change, because they always change. We have stream QA, which is basically someone just listening to the stream and making sure it's like the one source of information for us to so that we know what's on the stream. Is the stream running? Is something too loud or too low? And we don't have, usually when something goes wrong, we have 100 people in Discord yelling at us, but it helps to have that one person on our team who can tell us, yes, this is actually broken.
What is actually wrong?
Yeah, professional sofa scener.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we have other people supporting. We have the chat moderators. We have the compo team doing other recordings. We have tons of other people, the social media team. So yeah, tons of people in the background always doing stuff.
Yeah, I think we were gonna see that at the end of the event. We always have like the end roll where there's hundreds of names. What feels like, and it's a big production.
I still need to work on it. Yeah, we will. I'm sure we will.
Plenty of time.
Yeah, that's gonna be on Monday. Yeah. So we've been told that the first combo, the track music combo, is ready to be played. And as we said before, it was a pre-selection for the first time in revision. First time in 12 years we had so many tracked entries that we had to do quality pre-selection. And I'm very excited for that.
I am very curious to hear them all. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. I hope we have time
what
to
they
listen
did
to it.
with the tracker this time.
Oh yeah, maybe there's going to be some interesting graphical things like Dojo said, like was it music by Excel sheet? Excel sheet music, yeah.
Death by Excel.
Death by Excel, yeah.
Is it going to be a compo block or just the track music compo?
Track music compo. Then we have a short break, and then we're going to do the Shader Showdown semifinals. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, cyraxx, thank you for being with us this morning.
Thanks for having me again.
Thank you for walking us through some of the challenges we have and how things are working currently. Thanks also to Leia for organizing the 5K and for everybody who was running.
Yeah, thank you for the nice videos.
Yeah, we're gonna probably wrap this up with like a chart or something, how many people were running and everything. But yeah, okay, then let's
dive right
go
into
to
the compo
and enjoy the track music compo, first compo of revision, and see you soon.
Enjoy. Bye.